Good morning, and now we will start third session for chapter 8 Babar, Humayun and Sher. About Babar and Humayun already we have discussed. In our live session also we have discussed about them. Today we will discuss about the important person, a good administrator in our country, Sher Suri. About the paragraphs of the Humayun, you read about the battles of the Sher. But first of all, we will know about the early life of the Sher. His name was Bairam Khan. His father was Diwan, whose name was the Hasan Khan, in Sasaram, Bihar. And there he spent his early part of life with his mother. He came to the Jaunpur, and there also his master has seen his ability. Once his name was Farid Khan. He was very fearless, bold, and having the talent to see, observe, and learn. So, one with his single hand, he killed the tiger. So, he assumed the title Sher Khan. And when he became the ruler of Delhi, that time he got the title, he received the title Sher Suri. So, he was in the army of Babur also. When Babur came to India, Sher Suri, he joined the army of Babur. And he had the quality of a good general. So, he learned the warfare and the new technique through the Babur. Artillery, how to apply, use, everything he has learned from Babur, and he was quite inspired with the battle of Babur in India. So he applied whatever he learned from the Babur at the side of the first, especially you can say Bihar and Bengal. And that time only he decided now he will be the next ruler of the Delhi, and anyhow he will send the Mughal out of the race. So he was determined with his success, and then he started making plan. With Humayun, he had the two battle of the Chausa and Kannauj, and first of all he had the clash of the Chunar. So at least in 1540, when he defeated Humayun in Battle of Kannauj, later on he became the master of the Delhi and the area. Then he conquered Malwa, Rajputana, Multan, Sindh and Punjab. In such way, he was able to get a big part in our country. So for 5 years, from 1540 to 1545, he was live. And then in the fort of the Kalinjar, there were the explosion of the gunpowder, and he was accidentally dead. But his period was the 5 year, but very important in our history. We cannot complete our medieval history, especially the second part, without learning or knowing about the Sher Suri. So after his death, his successor was not very, we can say, strong. They were the weak successor, and it resulted then finally in 1555 once again Humayun was able to recapture Delhi, and then he continued the Mughal dynasty, which was lasted till the 1857 with the last Mughal, Bahadur Shah Zafar. Now, the one important part about the Sher, why he is very famous and having a very good position in history, we have to read here under the Sher administration. Sher, he was a brilliant general, and same time he was a best administrator. Means he did not neglected any part of his administration. One side he was very brave, battle was his passion, but another side, rest of the point, whatever he has done, till now we are remembering and even government planning, we can see all these things. So one by one, we will read about the Sher Shah administration. Our first topic. When he became the king, that time only he decided that welfare of the state, that will be his first priority, and that's why he did many reform within the 5 years, and he was successful also with his all reform. Central administration. So he was the Sher Shah was the supreme head of the central administrator, and then he divided his government into department. At present, we are having the prime minister and council of minister, like cabinet minister. In such way, he also divided his government department, and then he made governor or minister for each and every department, but he was very active and always checked all the department with the help of the spy system. Spy system means that the male and the female both were working, and they used to collect the information. At present, you heard CBI, CID and many group. Like this way, intelligence department for the ruler, it is known as the spy system. So he collected the information. Then provincial government. First central, main, and then provincial. So what he has done, he divided his empire into 47 provinces or sarkar. Today we are calling the state. And then provinces were divided into parganas, and then parganas into different villages. So today also we are having the central government, state government, and then local self-government. About this you read the last year. Same way he divided it for the better administration, and each and every section of the society should get the proper benefit of the ruler. First of all, his provinces or sarkar, it was under the governor, who were the Afghan chief and very faithful to Sher Shah Suri. And this people were divided into two work. Means his work was supervised by the Shikadar-e-Shikadaran and then Munsif-e-Munsifan. Shikadar, basically their work to maintain law and order, like the police department, and also the general administration. And then we are having the revenue department, that is related with the Munsif-e-Munsifan. They used to check the collection of revenue and the civil cases. Then he had made his policy. You read in the previous chapter that many rulers like Alauddin Khilji, Muhammad bin Tughlaq, Balban, they had the nobles, and they made their own arrangement to control the nobles. Sher Shah, he was very keen observer and far reaching effect he was familiar. So what he has done, all the governors, he was the first administrator who started transfer of the official. Today also those who are our IAS or the PCS officer or the government officer, you can see always government is giving the transfer within the few years. This system started by the Sher Shah Suri, transfer of official. According to him, that they will not able to gain the power and position. So when the rulers will be weak in the condition, they will be not able to control over the system. Then he gave the opportunity for the village, that is the through village panchayat, and then Patwari and Mukaddam were also kept to look after the village affair. Now the next heading, military organization. He himself was a good military general. He believed in the discipline, strict and the strong military group. So he introduced some of the important points. First of all, he himself used to go to appoint the main officer, and then the training of soldiers, time to time he used to take observation. He kept his army was well equipped and it was along with all the types of weapons with proper training. Like Alauddin Khilji, he too revived the chehra, means all the detail along with the photograph of the soldiers, and the branded horses were dark system. And then he divided the army into different units. Today we are having army, navy, air force and rest of the wing under the different commander. This system started by Sher Shah Suri. And some army, it is known as the garrisons. They were the one unit of the army who was always well equipped and ready for the battlefield. Means no one is having the information about them in general. It a kind of the secret army. Cavalry and infantry means those who were on foot or on the horseback, they were also given a proper training. So he fixed the salary of the army men, soldiers and officers according to their skill and ability. Rank that was started by him. Now, the another important feature, this is known as the communication system. Today, our present government is trying their level best for the expressway and many other facilities, maybe inspired by the Sher Shah Suri. In his time period, first of all, he built an excellent network of the road. Presently, you have seen in our UP, that is the expressway and many other places. This system started long distance road who can make the distance short. This custom was started by Sher Shah Suri. The reason, quick movement of the troops and officials throughout the empire, then trade, and then about the traveling will be easier and comfortable. He constructed Grand Trunk Road, means the length of the road from the Multan, that is the Peshawar. At present it is in Pakistan, northern western part of India. In the map you can check. And then this road started from here and then it ended to the eastern part, that is the West Bengal area, that is divided with Bangladesh. So till Bangladesh, Sonargaon, this is ending. This much big road he constructed during those era and with the limited time period and the best quality of the road. Means on the both side of the road there were the rest houses, broad roads. Sarai was there, then post check were there. Along with the Grand Trunk, another 3 roads were also constructed, Agra to Multan via Bahranpur and Delhi. Means in between they were covering this area. Multan to Agra direct and Mandu to Agra. So this 4 road he constructed, metallic road he constructed. Then shady planted trees, that is both sides of the road, and this brought security was provided to the people. And he started the Dak Chowki, you can say first postal service also started by him in the proper way. First it started for the army or the soldiers and later on rest places it developed. So the credit of the good road and also for the system of the telecom, that was, we can say, he only laid the foundation in our country. Trade and commerce. So when the roads will be good, trade and commerce will be good. And Sarai and rest of the place, it gives security to the tradesmen. So they started moving frequently place to place. He abolished all the types of taxes, 2 only he kept. One tax, if someone is bringing the things from the another side and then they are selling to the our country, so both they have to pay the taxes. So he kept the official who used to look after the merchant and the other interest of the people. Jamindar and the village headman, they used to take responsibility of the property of the traders in the respective region. So no one can loot or attack them. So that time they used to get the punishment also, the Jamindar and village headman. He introduced the new weight and the measure system. Coins of the gold, silver, and copper also uniformed in the standard. A new silver coin, it is known as the rupiah, started by the Sher Shah Suri. So in his time period, all this work started. He was the man who believed in justice. He never made any discrimination between the two religious people, Hindu or Muslim. Given the proper attention to his people. According to him, all the citizens are subject of his welfare. So we can say he was having a quality of the secular ruler too. So in his time, those who were doing the crime, they were getting the severe punishment. And the headman and the local chieftain, they were responsible to check the crime in the local area. And punishments were very harsh. The reason, anyhow, the crime should not take place in its region. So that is very important part. Now we are having the next heading, revenue system. So his revenue reform is also remarkable because first about the land reformation means he gave opportunity to his official to go and take the round of all the land in the measure the all the land which is the part of the ruler, then divide the land on the basis of its fertility, good, middle, bad. According to them, the fertility of the land, taxes were also fixed for the productivity of the land. And then it is said either they can give in the cash or the coin. Cash means amount of money, or kind means whatever they have produced, like the wheat, rice, or cotton, whatever they have produced on this land. And then he already said to his army men, be lenient when you are having the assisting the land, but when you will collect the taxes, that time don't show the mercy. It doesn't mean he become cruel to his people. For the surplus food grain, he constructed one place. It is known in the history Golghar Patna. We are having Golghar. It is famous for the market in our city, but in Patna city he constructed Golghar Patna, where he kept the surplus food grain, and during the time of natural calamity he used to distribute among his people. And then he reduced the loans sorry, and then the crops which was damaged during the battle time or natural calamity, means drought or flood. So he started this system. He discouraged the Jagirdari system and brought a new system, agreement on the land. So the natural rights and duties of the peasant, it was really saved, and there were no tussles between the government and the peasant. So now the peasant got the good condition of the cultivation, and then they increased their things in the royal treasury. So it resulted the condition of the cultivators also improved, and later on they had also given the good amount of money to the king. So altogether 5 years of the Sher Shah Suri, it was really remarkable for any ruler in our country. In a very short time period, he covered each and every area of the administration. And he really brought a good government in our country and gave his name in a very high position in our Indian history. Today also, the rulers or our leaders are compared with the work of Sher Shah Suri, as he received only 5 years. But within the 5 years, during those era with the limited resources, he changed the history of our country. So today also he is getting a very important place in the Indian history. Later on, his era, we can say his administration, that was also in some changes, with some changes followed by the Akbar in his time period. So this is about your lesson. Read your chapter and then you are getting your work. So you will have to complete your work. Lesson 7 and lesson 8. Complete it properly, and if you want to change your answer with your own words or the writing, that you can do. And start learning of the important word and the exercise work. When you will be asked for your copies, that time please submit your copy within the time period. So you will get your mark also, that will be added with your third semester. So it is important. Okay, for today this much. Next time we will start with the new thing. Thank you, children.